outrage tonight as one juror's secret triggers a stunning mistrial in the Vanderbilt rape case. All this after the alleged victim testified in front of the former football players and even got an apology in court. Today's twist means that for now, two of them are walking free. A bombshell reversal in that explosive Vanderbilt rape case. Vandenburg and Cory Batey, two former Vanderbilt University football players convicted only months ago of aggravated rape, today walking free for now.
Cory, how do you feel? Do you have anything to say, Brandon?
He has no comment.
Shedding the orange jumpsuits they wore just this morning, the two now released on bond with GPS ankle bracelets after a Tennessee judge declared a mistrial, citing juror bias.
It's quite stunning that a judge was willing to overturn the verdict, to throw out all the work that they had done. So anytime a judge throws out a verdict like this and orders a new trial, it's a big deal.
That after learning this jury foreman, Todd Easter, failed to reveal during pretrial questioning that he himself had been a victim of sexual assault.
That had been sort of inconsequential at this point in my life.
In his 8-page ruling, Judge Monty D. Watkins wrote, juror number 9 had in fact concealed information during the voir dire process, adding, our system of justice cannot tolerate a trial with a tainted juror.
The fact that this woman has to go through another trial feels like a travesty.
The case shook the university and the nation, an alleged crime that might have gone undetected had it not been for surveillance and cell phone video, as well as text messages about an alleged cover-up. It all began 2 summers ago at this Nashville bar, the Tin Roof. 20-year-old Vandenburg, a star recruit from Palm Desert, California, and the alleged victim, a 21-year-old female member of the dance and spirit team, engaged in a night of heavy drinking.
She woke up, she didn't know what happened.
In the trial, she described the last thing she remembered from that night, sipping a blue beverage, her voice altered by ABC News to protect her identity.
Did you finish the blue drink?
I did not. Well, I don't remember finishing it.
What's the next thing that you remember?
I remember waking up in an unfamiliar room at 8-something the next morning.
But in this surveillance video obtained by ABC News, we see Vandenburg and his teammates dragging a woman out of the elevator in his dorm at 2:35 a.m. and then moving her down the hall into his room, 213. A half hour later, Vandenburg, now wearing red shorts, walks out with a towel on his head and throws it over a surveillance camera.
They were in complete cover-up mode.
But the most damning evidence against the defendants? Video of the alleged assault, taken on Vandenburg's phone.
He is laughing hysterically. You see him pull his phone out of his pocket because he's going to take a video of this. This is so funny.
Police discovered the cell phone video was sent to Vandenburg's friend, Miles Finley.
The video I got was just of this black dude playing with a girl on the floor, and that's it.
Playing with a girl on the floor, how? What were they playing?
Doing stuff between her legs.
After seeing the video, Finley warned Vandenburg in a text, she can call rape. Delete that expletive. Vandenburg's attorney claimed his client was a bystander and his only crime was taking pictures.
He took photographs that he never should have taken. He exercised judgment that was deplorable. He at least had the sense in the aftermath to be upset by it.
Cory Batey, who is allegedly seen assaulting the victim in the video, took the stand and made a stunning admission.
I was just drunk out of my mind. This is something I would never do in my right state of mind. I'm just sorry.
Do you take responsibility for your conduct?
After seeing the footage, I do. It was me.
And then he addressed the alleged victim directly.
I would just like to extend a personal apology to Ms.
After 3 hours of deliberation, the jury had a verdict, delivered by none other than juror number 9, the foreman, Todd Easter.
In regards to Mr. Vandenburg, count 1, we find Mr. Vandenburg guilty of aggravated rape.
An outcry from Vandenburg's father. Then, Batey's conviction was read.
Guilty of aggravated rape, guilty of attempted aggravated rape, guilty of aggravated sexual battery.
At the time, no one had any idea that the man who read the jury's guilty verdict might be hiding a secret.
And after that verdict, Easter seemed only too eager to tell his story here to Nashville's News Channel 5.
I wanted to read it to them to their face.
In this interview following the trial, Easter recounted to ABC's Ryan Smith what happened in the deliberation room.
Your first job is to appoint a foreperson. Tell me how that happened.
Well,
You're both smiling at Todd, as if it was a foregone conclusion that he would, maybe?
Well, he volunteered.
I volunteered.
He describes his reaction to the evidence.
It sort of blows your mind how graphic and depraved it is. But it's our job to use that to come to a decision about the case. We are absolutely confident that we made the right decision for every count.
Ironically, if Easter hadn't talked to the press, his secret might never have come to light. But after seeing these interviews, convicted rapist James Matthew Swift came forward to defense attorneys, revealing that Easter was a key witness in a statutory rape case against him. He was, in fact, the victim of the crime. Information the jury foreman didn't provide during the jury selection process.
He was asked a lot of questions in jury selection that should have elicited a response that brought this to light.
Last week, the judge held a hearing to find out what happened, and juror number 9 faced tough questions.
Did Matt Swift ever come to mind? Just Matt Swift at all?
Nope. The first time Matt Swift came to mind is when his name was given to me by a reporter after the verdict.
It's hard to believe it just slipped his mind. The question becomes, why?
Easter said he didn't view his assault as rape.
Your relationship with Mr. Swift was some 15 years ago.
Yes, sir.
And at that time, still, do you believe you were a victim of any sexual assault or rape?
Absolutely not.
So it was all consensual, right?
Correct.
His position is he was 16, that it was a lover, not a rapist, who was 23. But he was, as a technical legal matter, a rape victim, whether he viewed himself as such or not.
And today, the nightmare for every prosecutor came to pass.
The conviction is gone. The conviction doesn't exist anymore. There is no conviction. And so, as a legal matter, you have to go back to square one.
In a statement to ABC News, Easter's attorney writes his client stands by his original statement that he neither lied nor intentionally misrepresented himself during the jury selection process. Despite the evidence against them, Vandenburg and Batey are free on bond tonight and presumed innocent.
In addition to wearing those GPS ankle bracelets, both men must check in with bondsmen once a week while awaiting their fate.